Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the ADHD podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Rob, and with me is my other brilliant co-host.
Good morning, everybody. It's Steve over here. Welcome to Animation Dysfunction High Definition. Sorry, I just switched into my, salesman voice over there. How's everybody doing today? We're here to kind of come in, introduce ourselves a little bit. This is episode negative 274. We have a lot of mock episodes to get through.
Lots.
And we're just kind of doing this as the intro to us, to just see who we are, what we're talking about, and how we got into animation. Not doing it, but watching it. Well,
I kind of do a little bit of animation.
yeah, you do.
A little bit. Just a little bit. So, just to give you some background on the both of us. So, I'm a seasoned fan and artist. I went to our local university here, Montclair State, good old New Jersey, to pick up my animation and illustration degree from there. I'm still working on my master's degree in 2D traditional animation from the Academy of Art University based out in San Francisco. I'm doing it all online. And I teach a little bit in New Jersey as well. So I'm still very much an active participant in the arts as well as a man who just really enjoys it. I enjoy the cartoons a lot more than the live action personally, but I'm learning. I'm getting better with it. And yeah, what about you, Steve? Where's your creative background coming in from?
So I've grown up watching a lot of movies, animation, live action, you name it. And that's kind of where I'm coming from. I have a background where I graduated with a bachelor's degree in religion and photography. Yes, that sounds weird. Accept it. So I just kind of come back with a background of photography with traditional and historic processes. And I just like watching animation. I like playing video games. And it's just kind of who I am. I'm a 33-year-old guy who still acts like a kid. If you don't do that, you're hurting yourself.
We both get called the Peter Pans of our family, respectively. We don't want to grow up, and I'm okay with that.
Well, it's not that I don't want to grow up. It's that
you don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up. Don't lie.
It's not, I was going to say, it's not that I don't want to grow up. It's more of I'm actively trying not to grow up.
Ah, okay. Yes, there we go. So speaking on the whole not wanting to grow up factor, this whole show is basically not wanting to grow up. We're gonna be fixating on all of our favorite cartoons, all of our favorite games, all of our favorite graphic novels. We're gonna dive into so many different topics, so many different areas of the nerd kingdom. My man Steve over here is probably going to be more of the video game graphic novel expert, where I'm probably going to lead you more towards the animation route.
I wouldn't call myself an expert when it comes to comics and video games and graphic novels. I'm definitely going to have to, do my research, talk to some people, play some games again, and kind of get into that idea. And we're definitely going to have some fun things that we're going to be able to look at from that, and just kind of draw on our history from what we've played, from what we've read, from what we've watched, and overall just kind of figure out what's our little niche and what's fun to talk about, because I love The Legend of Zelda. I will put that in right now. I've got 3 Zelda tattoos. I'm at the moment on this date over 170 hours into Tears of the Kingdom and still haven't beaten it. And it's one of the games that just formed who I was when I was growing up. But at the same time, I look at that, I look at some of the other things that were out around that time that formed what I was. Whether it be from video games to Disney movies, all of that just kind of amalgamated into these ideas that we're going to sit down and just kind of talk about. I know one of the things that you're working on right now for school is Hercules.
Yeah, you know what? I was a huge Disney kid growing up, and as part of my program there with Academy of Art, they're having us reanimate baby Hercules in our own way. But all of those great early Disney stuff, at least early Disney in my head, right? I mean, there's early Disney from the 20s that we're going to talk about too, but my Disney, our Disney, I think
the golden Disney.
The golden Disney of, Baby Herc and Emperor's New Groove and Lion King, of course, and Toy Story. There's so many historical events within Disney that obviously brought me into animation, but the show and what I was enjoying with you was talking about where your fandom is. My first fixations were Calvin and Hobbes cartoons from the Sunday comic strips, and Hey Arnold.
Oh, by the way, for those that are listening, we're going to try to make this as PG as possible. If you're still listening, fuck you.
I mean, there will be rated R editions coming out, but yes, fuck you. Why would you listen to us this far and not realize what's going on?
Oh, yeah, no. We're two guys that have ADHD that are from New Jersey. Yeah, no. Curse words are...
New Jersey?
New Jersey.
No, it's Joyzy.
Oh, I'm going to fucking slap you. Yeah, curse words are like our spices and
they're sentence enhancers. So while we recollect ourselves here, we'll jump into a music break that we'll try and do regularly here on the show.
Yo,
What's up, Bruce?
what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Dude, I found the iron lung.
What the fuck are you talking about? You know there's no smoking in this stew, stupid?
No, it's okay, Dude, I found the iron lung. Like, I went over to the witch's house down the block, and I got the iron lung. I got it.
What the fuck are you talking about? What witch's house?
The witch's house down the block. Like, she lives there with her goblins and shit. Like, dude, the witch's house.
Goblins? Bro, you mean Old Man Rivers?
Who's Old Man Rivers?
The fucking dude that lives down the street with the witch that you're talking about. That's his wife.
No, dude.
Let me tell you the story, yo, check it. I walked up in this witch's house as a goblin. A goblin? Yeah, that's right, I said goblin. Walked up behind him and I started robbing. Yeah, that's right, I said robbing. Took all his gold, I took all his money, took all his jewelry, I thought it was funny. Then he turned around and swung on me. I just kept bumping my jab. He thought he was bad, I got him real mad. And I cannot sit here just gaming all day. I kicked him right square in the nets. Sorry, dude, I just don't play. I need me something that makes rappers great. Tell me where it is a face, your face in the dirt. I won't make this hurt if you could just work with me.
First you see, you cannot tell me do nothing. You are not master until it gets better. When I got the bladder and I am not ready to receive corruption.
Yo, first off, dude, I'll end this real quick. You can just choose her or your leg.
Fine. Is there in the room? Just please do not let that hammer go.
Now I am off to the room, like where is this witch? I'm feeling her looming presence, witch be present. Who are you talking to, boy? You must be quick, state your demands, or simply just dip. Yo, I am here for some treasure, they said it was you that would have it. The iron lung, what I came after, and you must go grab me this passage.
Mark, that is the most fucked up story I've ever heard. What the fuck is Old Man Rivers doing here?
Bro, that's the goblin I was telling you about.
Are you... Mark, give me the fucking pipe and get Old Man Rivers the fuck out of my house.
Fine.
Jesus.
All right, welcome back in. So for us, we're talking about our show. We're talking about why we're bringing this out to you, the people. And basically, we just want to talk about our passions and what's going to come out there, what stuff's out there. Like, personally, for me, my fixation, my passion right now is Scott Pilgrim. I really want to dive into that whole franchise, how many different mediums they cover, how many different adaptations of that story that they covered. Some things that are coming up in the future. I know Over the Garden Wall, one of those mini-series that kind of gets hidden away. That's going to be 10 years old coming up pretty soon. That's pretty freaking cool.
Would you say that Over the Garden Wall is hidden behind the garden wall?
Boo.
Fuck you.
Yes. Go on.
So some of the other things that we're going to be kind of taking a look into, one of my favorite things that I absolutely love is playing and building Legos. And the Lego movie coming up soon is also going to be 10 years old. How the fuck did that happen? Anyway.
I think it's because we're old.
Fuck you. Anyways, some of the other things, like just being able to build and play with Legos, talking about that movie, because that was a really pivotal moment for that building medium. Some of the other things that we're going to be taking a look into, going back to Scott Pilgrim, kind of comparing and contrasting the new show that came out on Netflix to the movie that came out to the original comics that are all wonderful in their own rights. And when you compare them together, you can see how they intermingle, but they are their own things, which is really fucking cool. We are going to be doing some special holiday-themed ones. Maybe around Valentine's Day, we'll talk about different loves of the animated world. looking at different things.
Not
and-
shipping. We're not shipping anything out
No,
here.
we're totally not talking about Zutara. Zutara is a thing, everybody. Zutara is a thing, everybody. Zutara is a thing, everybody.
Had to get real close to the mic for that, huh?
What are you talking about? I said nothing. Zutara is a thing, everybody. Zutara is a thing, everybody.
It's a really intimate moment here.
We're also going to be talking about like some of the spookier things when it comes to spooky season and Halloween.
Treehouse of Horrors for sure. The whole thing.
You've got Treehouse of Horror. You have The Witcher that we can get into. There's so many fun horror things that we can take a look at, where you can even take a look at what bad movies of horror are, which is
absolutely.
hilarious.
And some of the other things too, like video game adaptations into animation and modern media, right? So like Castlevania, Cuphead getting its own show after the video game. Castlevania, same idea. Five Nights at Freddy's getting their new movie out there.
Potentially a movie franchise.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I know. It's gone from these 4 random mobile games to an whole blown out franchise that you're just like, how the hell did you make a game out of looking at security cameras?
Right?
Oh my god.
Cool.
And those jump scares. Oh, the fuck you, Foxy. You're my favorite character.
Yeah.
But some of the other things that we're going to be taking a look at, we're going to be taking a look at some of the things from our childhood. We're going to be looking at the Iron Giant, how that's turning 25 soon. I can't believe that that's that old. It can buy its own drink now.
I bought its own drink 4 years ago. We're still like, that's disgusting. It can rent a car.
I know.
It can do things.
It is a full-fledged adult.
We're not adults.
No, we're not.
We're
but
trying.
Looking at like how that's Vin Diesel as the Iron Giant, and then you look at Vin Diesel nowadays where he's, I am Groot. And
But it's all for family.
oh, it's all for family. So those are just some of the small topics that we're going to be talking about.
And there's so many more, guys. And feel free to pitch your own stuff out to us through our social medias that'll be out there. Twitter, I'm refusing to call it X. It's not a real thing. We're going through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
We're going to have a Ko-fi if you guys want to help support us in any way so that you can still get this wonderful animation topics. Every little bit helps and all of that fun so that we can actually upgrade and do this not on a budget.
Do this for realsies. Like real adults in their 30s now making podcasts in their basements or wherever we are.
Oh, yeah, no, at the moment we are in my living room, which actually has pretty decent acoustics. And
It's working out well.
Oh, yeah, and the Christmas tree is right behind you.
Very festive.
And that's just kind of like what we're going to be looking at. So as we move forward, topics are going to change, ideas are going to change, and we're going to look to see what's even topical at that moment to talk about. Looking at the LGBTQIA+ community. I think that's all the acronyms for it, right?
No, yes.
Most of the acronyms before I, get called out and canceled, but I'd probably be canceled for other reasons. We're going to look at how that's evolved in animation from being the butt of jokes to being centers of storylines that make it more endearing and make it humanistic.
Yeah, and just some of those other kind of aspects that brought more of that stuff out to our forefront, like the effect that Adult Swim brought onto the Western side of the world, as well as something like The Misadventures of Flapjack breaking off into all of these different shows from your childhood, that all of these different creators, all these like minds were all in the same place at the same time. So just lots of different cool aspects to be talking about, learning about. Thank you guys so much for listening in.
Well, before we close out,
Oh, right. Sorry.
I just want to talk back to Toonami a little bit in Adult Swim and just say that, well, we're going off on our ADHD brains and everything.
Fixations, yes.
How, with that topic alone, we're going to get to see the introduction to mainstream of anime and manga, which I think is phenomenal. Because that was a turning point in my life about understanding that cartoons aren't just for kids. Cartoons can be terrifying, and I love it.
the other thing, now that you just again sparked this question, this idea in me is, do you think like the popularity now in like Miyazaki films and those kind of films, do you think it would have the same impact in our culture today if not had Toonami be a part of that early revolution of adult cartoons coming into the States, as well as building up on this anime culture, right? Like, so many people know it now. Would it have been different if Toonami didn't make its way out here?
Oh, we wouldn't be having, the showings of, like, The Boy and the Heron in theaters at the moment. Granted, it was only for, like, a short time, but you were still able to see that beautiful work of art on a big screen. If it wasn't for some of the pioneers of, I hate to say, like, Dragon Ball, Cowboy Bebop, and stuff like, well, not hate to say for Cowboy Bebop, that is probably one of my favorite animes of all time, but, like, Dragon Ball, Cowboy Bebop, Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
But, like, those shows coming when we were kids, that when we saw Howl's Moving Castle for the first time, or
oh my God,
My Neighbor Totoro, or Princess Mononoke, like, we wouldn't have appreciated that shit if we didn't get the more, like, kid-friendly stuff.
We wouldn't have gotten Pokemon, realistically.
True, Ash Ketchum would only be, like, a 10-year-old kid for one season instead of for almost 30 years.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Same thing. We probably wouldn't have gotten that level of show out of this if Toonami wasn't introduced in that sense.
That was coming more for kids than anything else. As River sits in the background making faces at us.
4 Kids sucks.
Both our wives agree with 4 Kids sucks, especially because of One Piece, as my wife says. Anyway, let's take a quick break and then we'll kind of get into closing thoughts.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this first edition of the ADHD podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Rob.
And I'm your other host, Steve. Please follow us on all our social medias. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we will also be starting up a Ko-fi. If you want to support us in any way, every little bit helps. Don't feel obligated to support us. We're doing this for fun for the time being. But if we get a couple bucks out of this, maybe we'll make it a more professional podcast. Who knows? Thank you so much for joining us. Stay weird out there, guys. Enjoy everything. Have a good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever the fuck you're listening to this. I've been Steve.
All right. I'm Rob. Thanks for tuning in, guys.